All right. So what I was gonna say about my Chick-fil-A was, first of all, Chick-fil-A is fucking awesome. Delicious food. Really, really good.
It's pretty good.
Good service.
Uh-huh.
They came out and took everyone's orders while we were waiting in line because there was a lot of people there. I was there during the lunch rush. So that means like I got to the front of the line and just paid and got my food immediately. It was great.
Nice.
But the guy behind the counter, I think he could tell that like I wasn't stoned, but like I kind of woke up in a stupor from last night.
Yeah.
He could kind of tell. He was like, "You have a long night." I was like, And then like we were both kind of mumbling, and so we mumbled my order back and forth like 5 times. You got this, and this. I'm like, no, this, and this. He's like, yeah, I said that. This, and this. I'm like, nah. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He's like, nah. Anyway. They got good employees over there. I appreciated that little back and forth.
Guy walks into the subway, asks, "What's good?" And the employee says, "Nothing much, chilling. How about you?" Get it? Because he's like, he's asking,
explain it to me, why don't you?
He's like asking, "What's good in the store?"
Yeah. Yep. And
the employee's like, "Oh, he means it as a hello." I always have to kill a joke. It's not funny unless you kill a joke. That's cool. You ate Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, so
Without me, man?
fuck.
What time was this?
You don't wake up until like fucking 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Life doesn't wait for you, Arman. Hey, man.
I love my sleep. I got these new sheets. God, they're so comfortable. I think the weather right now is so comfortable.
It is. Perfect. It should be like this all year.
I don't know if you sleep in the basement or in your room.
I sleep in my room.
Nice. Isn't the weather so nice?
It is nice. I would like a little bit more sun. It's a little overcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind if it means that it's not as hot. Yeah. It's been, I think last week with the heat index, it got up to 115 degrees in Wuhan. 115.
So that's really hot.
It's insanity. So obviously I don't want anything like that.
Did you say 115?
Yeah, 115.
Jeez. I don't know, man. If I saw 115 on the Weather Channel, I'd be like, well, I'm calling off work. I'm not driving.
Time to move to an entire different country.
What do you think drives a person to, or not even drives, what kind of person does it take for...
Sociopath.
No, a sociopath to not move when the earthquake is called?
Oh, definitely a sociopath. No, some people are just so stubborn they don't care. There's a lot of people who just don't leave when like a natural disaster's coming.
Why?
For whatever reason, some people just don't believe it. Like when there's like a hurricane coming toward Florida and everyone's evacuating, some people just don't move. They just stay there. And you might ask them why, and they'll be like, "Oh, I've been here for 50 years and we've never been hit yet." So, Or they just say, "Fuck it, this is my house, and if it's gonna go down, I'm gonna be in it."
Last captain mentality.
I suppose so. Go down with the ship. Seems like a dumb idea.
A really good argument against that fact is that it's mostly homeless people that are dying.
How so?
That the homeless people they're injured and they're unable to actually leave the place. And therefore, they're stuck there.
Well, that might be true, yeah.
Sounds
I couldn't say.
fairly reasonable. But I know they have like hubs of places that help.
Exactly. I think we have intense desire to care.
Yeah.
But I always wonder how much of that desire is just because we're told to. Like, we're told our whole lives we should care about homeless people.
Mm.
You know? But growing up in New Jersey, we would always hear about homeless people, for example, freezing to death in New York. Because we would get a lot of New York radio and news.
Okay.
But all of the shelters are open, and all of the hospitals are open.
Yeah.
So on a cold night, these places will not turn away a homeless person. They will, a homeless person has a warm place to sleep. So I never understood,
Yeah, you can
as a child, with that being the case, that these things exist for these people. Why would they stay outside all night and freeze to death?
Yeah, hospitals let you stay inside.
Mm-hmm.
Grocery stores let you park a car outside and sleep overnight.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yep.
Why? Why grocery stores?
I don't know. Asked the cop, and the cop was like, well, you just pick up the grocery store and you can sleep outside of it.
Wait, I want to pause that for a minute?
Yeah, hold on. Alright. Beautiful day. We were talking about, I guess, homeless people getting stuck in the weather. Yep. What did you hear on the news? Anything lately? I know you're into finance and stuff like that.
Well, Apple hit $1 trillion.
Apple hit $1 trillion.
Mm-hmm. This is a pretty big deal. I mean, it's a ridiculously large company.
Good for them.
And their investors.
Yeah. Probably tons of investors.
Oh, yeah. Millions.
Yeah, millions.
I'd say probably millions, yeah.
A lot of people investing in Apple.
I invest in Apple.
I know, you told me.
So I'm one of those millions.
Congratulations.
Oh, man. Finance is such a weird thing. Because it's so shockingly important, and yet nobody, it's like almost nobody, really gives it the time that it deserves.
Huh. You think it's because they don't want to? Or they just don't have the ability?
It's definitely not ability. Maybe they think they don't have the ability, but they definitely do. Everyone does.
What stops a person from doing something that they should do?
Fear of failure, I would say, is a pretty common one. We're all afraid to fail, right?
Yeah.
So that can be a pretty good motivator. Also, pain.
Mm-hmm.
People are generally going to avoid anything that's going to be painful for them.
Mm-hmm.
And a business will definitely be painful. Learning a new discipline like finance, like investing in the market, for example, that's painful. A lot of learning, a lot of studying.
How is a business painful?
Well, it's incredibly hard work. It can be very financially demanding. It can require a lot of sacrifice.
Like the learning curve of it?
Well, like, who knows? You might end up working 100 hours a week,
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of businesses that are successful enough for the business to continue operating, but not successful enough for the owner to leave the business.
Mm.
If you spend like $1 million putting up a restaurant or a bar or something like that, and you make enough money to pay your staff, pay for ingredients and inventory and shit, pay your mortgage, but not make enough money to, turn a large profit, then you're trapped there, basically. You're trapped under this $1 million debt for who knows how long.
So what video games do you see yourself playing on the lighter side?
Oh, man.
News.
Cannot wait to play Total War again.
Yeah?
I just downloaded Third Age the other day. That is the greatest mod ever. It converts Total War Medieval 2 Kingdoms into Lord of the Rings. It's so much fun. Last night I did a massive battle. It was a huge Dwarven army against 2 large Isengard armies.
Okay.
And I did another battle before that one, but it crashed. I was so sad. It was a big Dwarven army and a big Elven army against 4 evil armies. Mordor, Isengard, Orcs of the Misty Mountains, and Orcs of Gundabad. And I gave them the strongest armies they could get, pretty much, like, you know, within reason. So they had all their specialty units, they had all of their trolls and shit like that. I think I probably would have lost that if it didn't crash.
Have you ever done only the heroes versus like the significant players of the evil army?
There's not really any heroes in the game.
Yeah.
Like, you can play like the Fellowship campaign,
Yeah.
where you control a group of heroes,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it. That's as close as it gets to having heroes in the game. In the normal game, a hero is just like a general unit who's attached to a unit of troops.
And you're still talking about the mod, not the actual
mod.
Lord of the Rings
Mod.
game. Right.
So, like, for example, the Legolas hero is actually just a troop of archers who are more elite than normal.
Okay. Oh, so they don't have like one person named Legolas?
There will be one guy who actually looks like Legolas in the group, and he will be more powerful than the other guys. But, like, he won't turn the tide of the battle. It's just like a elite unit. It's not like a unkillable thing. And they're mortal. They will die permanently if they die.
Oh. Can't create them back?
You know, even Sauron is not immortal.
Yeah.
But he's very powerful.
They have their own models?
Yep. So I think Sauron's the only hero who's by himself. He's an individual.
Okay.
All the other ones come with a group, and that group is based on what that unit is. So, like, Aragorn is a melee unit, so his group is a bunch of elite swordsmen.
Does he start out with the Ring of Power?
No. The ring spawns randomly on the map.
Yeah.
And it will move around the map, and occasionally it will be, like, sighted.
Yeah.
And then when it's sighted, every power in the world knows where it is for a short time. And so everyone will try to race there to gain control of it.
Okay.
And if it comes into the possession of Mordor, and the ring makes its way back to the mountain, then you can summon Sauron. I've never done it before, so I think that's how it works. I usually just ignore the ring, because it usually comes up on, like, the other side of the world. You know, it's like, you have 2 turns to get there and claim the ring. It's like, okay, it's going to take me 20 turns to build an army and march across the world.
It's turn-based?
Yeah. But then the battles are real time.
Okay.
So you have a turn-based world map, and then when there's a battle, it goes into the terrain, it goes into the land battle, and it's a real-time strategy game then.
So it's like
the greatest combination ever. It's so good.
It's like a board game, but with like action.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's like Civilization if Civilization was a good game.
Let's not knock on myths.
Age of Mythology.
Age of Mythology.
Great game.
Was that a mod?
No.
It was
that was an expansion of Age of Empires.
That's the one I would actually buy.
I have Age of Empires. You should get Age of Empires 2. A couple of dudes in Canada play it as well. We could play online parties.
Cool. Age of Mythology 2?
No, Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires?
I believe it's the second one. We'll check when we go downstairs.
Okay. You guys play often?
Not very. Like, probably played half a dozen times in the last year.
That's enough.
Yeah. There's so much troubleshooting every single time.
Yeah.
Like, we'll sit down and play at 8 o'clock, and we'll be troubleshooting until 9. Almost every time. So annoying.
Is Billy here? Is Rob here?
How about you try hosting? Okay, I'll try hosting. Host with this setting, do this thing. You know, every now and then all 5 people start fucking Googling fixes.
I never have problems with hosting. All my stuff works. It does. And it wasn't a virus that I downloaded on...
Super virus.
It wasn't. It
was 2 viruses. It wasn't 1 virus.
No. I had to click the right region of where to connect through BattleNet.
Okay.
Like the East, West, and whatnot server. For some reason, it doesn't let me in the West Coast server. It only works in the East Coast.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. So once the game recognized I was on the West Coast, it booted me out. Because it's like, you dumbass, go to the East Coast.
In that case, maybe we won't be able to play each other.
Why? Because you're in the West Coast?
No, because it will sense where I am. It will say you're in fucking Asia.
Well, this is Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
That is a good point. But we never played. Have we played Warcraft 3 over
Online? Not yet.
Really? We haven't?
Maybe we should try that.
Yeah. It's true.
We could have actually played a 4-player game last night. You know?
Yeah, we could have, couldn't we?
Baker's so stubborn. Doesn't want to play Warcraft 3.
Yeah, he doesn't want to buy it.
Well, we could play LAN without them buying it.
Oh, yeah. Downloading it on the...
Mm-hmm.
And then play locally. Downloading it on the computer.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody's doing okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening again.
Yeah.
This podcast means a lot. We're just trying to build a community and just shoot shit, talk about good video games.
Talk about life a little bit.
Yeah.
Not get too serious.
There's already podcasts 11 or 12.
Avoid all the bullshit. There's, it's easy to get caught up watching the news and listening to political commentary, and all that shit becomes so exhausting.
Yeah. So World of Warcraft. You wanted to talk about World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
VFA came out yesterday.
Did.
On the 13th. There's a lot to do. We're still so far behind in leveling.
We are so far behind, yeah.
But we have 110s.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick with that 110.
I might stick with the Paladin as well, yeah. I'm gonna level the mage slowly with PvP.
I knew that was gonna. I didn't know it was gonna take a long time, but now I know it's gonna take a long time. I'll just stick with the Paladin.
Dude, I say this over and over again, but we're underestimating Classic WoW.
Dude, I'm not ready for Classic.
You're gonna log on, play for 8 hours straight, be level 2.5, and you're gonna be like, Jesus fucking Christ, I forgot how brutal this was.
I'm not ready for Classic. I don't know if I want to play Classic, but I know I might.
We're definitely gonna play Classic.
I might have to just grind that out real quick.
You just need 6 level 60s.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm definitely only having one character.
We'll see. You're always the multi-character guy.
I am.
You're gonna play so hard, get a druid up to level 35, and then drop him and start playing a rogue. Don't play the druid again for 8 months.
That was because I didn't know the game.
Rogue gets up to 45, then you create a paladin. Paladin gets up to 20, then you create a warrior.
Paladins are pretty good, man. They can tank, they can heal, they can attack.
I'm glad that I chose a paladin for my 110 boost.
Yeah, no, they're fun. They're really resourceful.
It's the character I always wanted, but I never had the patience to level.
Yeah.
110 to 120, how long is that supposed to take? Has anyone talked about that?
110 to 120?
Yeah.
I have not.
They said they were going to slow down the questing, right? And they're going to make questing more difficult, right? So it might take a long time.
Did they say that?
I remember hearing that. That they're going to make it more dangerous when you're questing, that you actually have to really pay attention, otherwise you could die.
I don't know about that, but I am up for just being healing spec and you being protection.
Okay.
And doing dungeons and leveling up.
I'll do that.
And hopefully Alex, our friend, can catch up. He can start out with a 100.
He's missed his chance to get a 110 boost.
Yeah, he really did. That's so shitty.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident he is still going to play. So
yeah.
It's just the procrastination, man.
Yeah. I've come to realize it's not that big of a deal that I'm not playing when BFA first launches.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be raiding. I'm not going to keep up with all that PvP arenas.
And right now the questing grounds are packed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All the mobs are getting tagged and shit.
Well, I don't know. Is it shared loot again?
It's not.
It's not good.
I think everyone's in their own phase.
What?
Yeah. I think.
Is that sharding?
Like a scenario. Everyone's in their own scenarios in the beginning. Like, Warlords of Draenor had, like... I saw another person in Warlords of Draenor.
The whole expansion?
Yeah, the whole expansion. I saw one other guy.
Wow, packed.
Yeah, packed. No, it's just this introduction level where it tells you, like, the storyline and you have to do some things. Some parts it's, like, really exclusive. Like, it would phase you in to, for each quest, and it would be different for each person.
Okay. That's nice, man.
What?
Feeling the wet grass on my feet. So, we're both going with 110s. Which one are you going to use?
The Paladin?
Okay, Paladin.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Like healing spec.
We should try to perfect some AoE farming.
Yeah.
2 Paladins.
Well, you can AoE grind levels. It's definitely helpful when you got a healer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If I'm protection and you're healing.
Yeah.
And between the two of us, there'll be a little bit of AoE, right?
Yeah. Hopefully. Multi-mobs.
There's not a tremendous amount of AoE with the Paladin.
It's got like consecration or whatever.
Yeah, but if we're fighting on level creeps, that stuff's not going to kill them. It's gonna. Well, if it does, it'll kill them really slowly.
So if we do have listeners, hopefully we do. Tell us what games you guys play.
Yeah, any suggestions will be taken.
We each have content on both our respective.
Sorry.
On both our accounts, respectively. I have some gameplay. He has some gameplay. Do you have gameplay?
WoW gameplay, not yet.
No?
Haven't uploaded it yet. No. Even though I've recorded quite a lot, I'm not sure on how I want it to be. I haven't decided on a few things stylistically yet.
Okay.
I don't want to just upload play content.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Still learning all this editing stuff.
How's editing going?
Slowly, man. It's like learning a language. It's really, really complicated.
Using Premiere?
Yeah, I just started using Premiere. I was using Windows Movie Maker for like 3 months. And I pretty much got to the limit of that program, which is pretty easy to do.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it only has like a dozen features. I definitely could have used those features more professionally. Like, I could have improved in that manner. But, I don't know. I think I'm still gaining I'm still like developing my style.
Okay.
Not to mention the vast majority. I mean, Premiere, Jesus, it's overwhelmingly complicated.
Really?
Yeah.
But you have it packed down?
What?
You have it you learned it all?
No. Windows Movie Maker, I feel like I learned it all. It's a free program that used to come on computers. And it's a free video editing program, and it's very, very, very basic.
Yeah, I don't even have Windows Movie Maker.
Well, they stopped putting them on PCs. I found that out when I bought Premiere. But Premiere seems worth it. Seems very powerful.
That's cool. I like your... check out his channel. He has funny thumbnails. His picture.
The first program that I started learning was GIMP.
GIMP? Yeah, GIMP is good. It's just slightly different than Photoshop.
Yeah.
But then it's crazy what the difference is.
Photoshop is better?
Yeah, it's like when you're clicking on things, it's easier on Photoshop. I couldn't figure out GIMP.
I still haven't learned Photoshop, and so now when I need to do a thumbnail, I'm so tempted to go to GIMP because I know I can do it on GIMP.
Yeah, no, I think there's no problem going back and forth. But you're not quitting WoW anytime soon?
Quitting WoW? No. I don't know what that means. I don't get it. How do you quit WoW?
This guy, he quit WoW for like 7 years.
Yeah, you're right. I did. Because I'm a purist. Okay. Goddamn pandas.
I can't believe I've still played.
Yeah, you
It's
never
been
quit.
fun. Yeah, no.
Has it though?
Yeah, it has. It's honestly been so much fun. I don't know if you're gonna have the same experience as I did.
Fun?
Yeah.
Well, I hope I do.
No, me too. I hope you do too.
I think I will. I mean, I've already enjoyed what we've done.
You're gonna have to take your time in the leveling areas and just like read the storyline and like
Never.
really enjoy the work they put into. Cause like you did a quest and you jump into a helicopter and you start firing from the helicopter and stuff like that. You remember that?
Yeah.
They got crazy new things like that. The Warlords of Draenor, which is only like 2, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 levels away from you. And the Warlords of Draenor introduction quests are so fun. So much fun.
That's level 100, right?
90 to 100, yeah.
What are we, 86 or something like that?
87.
87. Okay.
You're almost 88. You can technically do it at level 88. But, yeah. Start grinding, man.
Get in there and grind!
Get it together.
I'm so disappointed still about how weak my mage is.
Yeah.
And they're doing like 200 damage with a frostbolt. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I thought it was gear.
Yeah, I hope it's gear related. Also, I still haven't really learned what the optimal rotation is.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate that there is an optimal rotation, but, you know, it is what it is.
It's pretty simple, though. I told you the rotation I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's reasonable. You do this, and that, and wait for the procs. But good news. I have good news.
What?
I dueled at level like 90, a level 110, and I took him down to like close to half health.
Wow.
So we definitely killed the 110 at level like 87 before.
Wow.
That guy was level 110.
So what about that other 110 that came, like that warrior or whatever it was, and he smashed us?
Yeah, warriors are ridiculous. They're so gear dependent. The guy was probably grinding like crazy.
So you probably just had amazing gear?
Yeah.
What about that guy that you fought? How was his gear?
Probably decent. PvP gear.
It's weird not being familiar with the game and not knowing how, like, basic things like that scale.
How the gear range, yeah.
Like, I know when I was level 70, no, there isn't any way that a level 60 is going to kill me. Even 2 level 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even half a dozen level 60s. They just had no chance.
Well, I knew that Tauren Paladin that we killed, I knew his gear, he was 110, because his gear that he transmogged, I'm pretty sure, was 110, but it was like an old PvP set for Paladins. But it was 110. Yeah, and I really doubt that he wasn't 110.
What about Wrath of the Lich King? Like, how strong was a level 80 compared to level 70s? I can't really remember that.
It was a huge difference. We're talking about, like, players hitting in the millions.
For Wrath of the Lich King?
Oh, like,
No.
if you're playing it, like, at a level at the Wrath of the Lich King?
Yeah. Back when Wrath of the Lich King was new, when it went live. Like, how strong was the level 80? I don't remember. Because I remember my mage had, like, 26,000 health at level 70.
26,000?
Yeah, something like that. It was like, I don't know.
Well, it doubles.
In the 20s.
It was doubling every expansion.
No, but no, that's not true. It went way more than double from 60 to 70.
Oh, that's a really specific question.
I was just hoping that you might have a feeling of how it was.
So,
like, do you remember how much health you had when you were level 80?
level 80? No.
Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King 80?
This was like 5 years ago?
A zillion years ago. Way more than that, probably. 7 years ago?
Wrath of the Lich King? Yeah, 7 years ago.
That was 2009.
Yeah.
No, that's 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you just say 7 as an agreement without thinking about it?
I was saying more than 7 years.
Oh, okay.
Because you said more than 7 years. I was like, yeah, 7 years. More than 7 years. Yeah, I think they're putting a lot of work into these expansions, and it really shows off.
You know, I agree that they are putting a lot of work in it, and I don't think the work is necessarily appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
But
like the reason why I pre-ordered it, because I got a 110 boost, and that shit's worth $60 by itself.
well.
And I knew it is like the service. You have to pay $60 for a boost.
Well, that's the price for it. That's not necessarily
The worth, yeah. But I'm not complaining that they're gonna put a price on it anyway.
Well, I just got the pre-order just for that 110 because I knew I was gonna play anyway, and I didn't feel like leveling new characters.
Yeah.
There's no way I was gonna level to 110 by myself. A brand new character. I would have just played the mage.
Yeah. No, but besides the boost, I knew that $60 that I paid, or however much, $49.99 or something, I knew that was giving me like straight content that I would love playing, just from the experiences I had in Warlords of Draenor and Legion.
That's good.
Like,
you should start making those into videos.
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
But like the leveling areas?
Yeah, whatever you think is good content in the game.
I could. But I am waiting for you to play.
You don't need me to do that stuff.
Yeah. What was I going to say? You took me straight out of my train of thought. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah. So, look forward to us playing some World of Warcraft content.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully in the near future. We're just busy with other projects right now, and we're going to start zoning on the WoW and then do that consistently, probably in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. It's been another podcast with Brian and Arman.
Take care.
See you next time. Bye-bye.